Hey guys, and welcome back to another flow. Today's flow I'm actually super excited about. This is going to be a very masculine energy flow. So we're doing it in the morning. This is a great flow to do in the morning when the sun's out. It's going to be uplifting, it's going to be energizing, lots of power. We're going to do like 1 to 3 breaths per movement, so it's going to be quick moving, energizing, and a lot of upper body strength today too. So very masculine style energy. It's great to do in the morning. If you're doing this at any time of the day, it's totally fine, but it is a great flow to get you up and get you moving to start your day. So let's get into it. Let's just come to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like to you. And we'll just come to flutter the eyes shut. Coming to just bring the palms facing up on the knees. And we'll just take a nice big inhale. And exhale, take a nice big shoulder roll back, opening up through the chest here. Starting to just create awareness in the physical body, in your space, on your mat today. Starting to just feel all parts of your body connected to the mat. Really rooting down through those sit bones and rising up, growing tall and lengthening out through the spine and out the crown of the head. Just starting to deepen the breath here, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Just taking some time to ground into this practice, to center yourself, and just to create awareness on how you're feeling this morning, or whenever you're doing this upper body power flow. How does the mind feel? Is it clear? Or do you feel like there's a lot of anxious energy, maybe a little bit scatterbrained, and there's a lot of thoughts moving in and out of your brain? If that's the case, just taking the awareness back into the breath and allowing that breath to gently just guide you to arrive into this practice. Just recognizing how your body feels this morning. Is there any areas that are really tight, maybe from your sleep last night, if you just jumped up and tossed yourself on your mat? Maybe there's areas that feel really good and open and expansive, and you'd like to explore that within our flow. And always just remembering that this flow is yours. Feel free to take any modifications that I provide, or that you have any advancements in the pose. And always feel free to come back into a child's pose at any time. And if you haven't already, just coming to set your intention for your practice. What do you want this practice to support you in, moving off your mat and through the rest of your day? What can this practice provide you with today? Coming to bring the palms facing down on your legs now. We're just going to take 3 nice deep cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Starting to arrive in your body. Nice big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Starting to let your mind be incredibly present here within your practice, letting go of any thoughts. Inhale here. And exhale, deepest exhale, let it go. Keeping the eyes closed, just coming to take 3 big shoulder rolls going backwards. And 3 shoulder rolls going forwards. And gently starting to flutter open at the eyes. Bring the chin down to the chest now. We're just going to take some gentle neck rolls. As we inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale through center. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. And exhale through center. Inhale, left. And exhale through center. Inhale, right. And exhale through center. One more time here. Inhale, left. And exhale through center. Inhale, right. And exhale through center. Tucking that chin back down into your chest and gently rolling that neck back up to neutral. We're going to slowly transition our way over to our cat-cows onto all fours. Wrists stacked under shoulders, bringing your knees under hips, taking a nice tuck of the toes here. Just taking some time to pad out the palms and the knees, just settling into this pose, tucking the belly button into the spine here, staying nice and active and strong through that core. Spreading through the fingers, grounding down through the palms. Let's take a nice big inhale, chest lifts, arching the spine, tailbone lifts high, shift the gaze high. And exhale, round through the spine, pressing out through the shoulders, letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, chest lifts. And exhale, round through the spine. Really elongating the breath through this cat-cow, slowing it down as we arrive and start to warm up the body through this practice. Inhale, chest lifts. And exhale, rounding through the spine. Grounding down through those palms, spreading through those fingers once again, tucking those toes, and flying that tailbone all the way back for your first downward facing dog of your practice. Just taking a few moments here of stillness, noticing how your body feels as we really start to tap into that movement. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose, and exhale out the mouth, let it go. Just taking a pedal out through the feet here, bringing one knee in, inhale. And next knee in, exhale. Linking the breath here, pedaling all the way out through the toes. Inhale, one knee comes in. And exhale, opposite knee comes in. Taking a few more pedal outs in your own breath timing here. And just coming to me back in stillness in your down dog. Taking a nice deep bend in the knees here, leading that heart down to your thighs, really tucking the chin into the chest here, getting that nice length out the base of the skull and down through the spine. Also lengthening out through the back of that neck, feeling that opening here. Super, super strong pose, strong in the legs as well, staying strong in the shoulders, nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth, let it go. As you start to straighten those legs back out to your downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale, right toes sweep high, 3-leg dog, pointing through those top toes. And exhale, release the right leg back down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the left toes high, 3-leg dog, pointing through those top toes. And exhale, bring those toes back down to the mat. Inhale as you sweep the right leg high and either staying here with pointed toes or taking a nice bend through the knees, taking an opening through the hip here. Staying strong. Breathing here, even in these strong poses. And re-extend and release those toes back down to the mat. Inhale as you sweep the left toes high and either staying here with pointed toes or taking a nice bend through the knees, opening up through the hip on the left side. Again, staying nice and strong in the shoulders, connecting back to the breath. And re-extend and release the left leg back down to the mat. Coming back to stillness in your down dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Looking to the top of the mat, bending through the knees, step, jump, or hop forward up to those fingertips. Inhale, lengthen halfway, either up to fingertips or up to shins. Feel free to grab a block and place it right down as well. Bring that earth up to you. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Heel toe those feet together now. As we inhale, arms come back, coming into your chair. And exhale, arms come forward, the feet, the knees, the thighs, all glued together, sinking down in those hips. Shifting the gaze up to those fingertips in your chair. Making sure the knees aren't falling over the toes here, sinking back in those hips. Inhale here. And exhale, hands through heart center. Hold it here. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, working through your chaturanga. So elbows tucking into low ribs. Feel free to come down to the knees, coming up into the toes, slowly lowering down, hovering off the mat. Nice big swoop up, upward facing dog. Make sure your wrist, elbows, and shoulders are stacked here. Tucking under the toes, and exhale, fly it back, downward facing dog. Looking to the top of the mat, bending through the knees, step, jump, or hop forward, up to those fingertips here. Inhale, lengthen halfway, and exhale, forward fold. Heel toe those feet together, and inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Hinging through those hips, the feet, the knees, the thighs all glued together, bending down, arms come back, nice big inhale coming into your chair. And exhale, arms rise, shifting the gaze up towards those fingertips. Holding here as you take a nice big inhale. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale. And exhale, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, coming to your prayer twist to the right, and either shifting the gaze up to the ceiling for a bit of a challenge, or keeping the gaze shifted down at those toes. Inhale here. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. And take a nice big exhale, relaxing through the shoulders, arms stay high. Inhale as the right knee comes into chest, arms staying as they are. And exhale as you bring the left fingertips forward, the right fingertips back. See if you can grab the outside of your right foot and either staying here with the bent knee or seeing if you can kick that heel to the front of your mat. And again, either staying here, which is a beautiful place to be, or seeing if you can shift the gaze back towards those back fingertips. Inhale here. And exhale, release those feet back together. Arms coming by your side. Grounding down through all four corners of your feet, palms facing forward. Take a nice big roll back of the shoulders. Chest lifts high, reach up to the low belly, reach down to the tailbone. Just connecting back to your breath and your body in this mountain pose, taking a minute to ground in with our quick moving practice. And we'll take a nice big inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Coming back to our chair with our left side, hinging through the hips, bending through the knees. Inhale, arms come back. And exhale, arms come forward, gaze shifts up to those fingertips. Inhale here. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, chest lift. And exhale, right elbow coming to the outside of the left knee and either shifting the gaze up to the ceiling or shifting the gaze down to those toes, whatever balance challenge you are feeling today. And maybe it's different from side to side. Just honor those changes. Honor your body and honor yourself for being here in this practice. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale, hands back through heart center. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. And exhale, relax through the shoulders, keeping the arms as they are. Inhale as you ground down through the right foot, bring the left knee into chest. Inhale here. And exhale as you shift the right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. See if you can grab a hold of the outside of the left foot with the right hand. Oop, playing with the balance this morning. And seeing if you can either keep a bent knee or if you are feeling a little bit of a balance challenge, kicking the heel to the front of the mat, extending the leg. Seeing if you can shift the gaze behind you to those left fingertips. And it might be different from side to side. Right side, I was all good doing that. This side, I'd prefer to keep the gaze shifted ahead. So just honoring your body here. Inhale. And exhale, bring the feet back down together. Just coming back into your mountain pose, grounding down through all four corners of your feet, palms facing forward. Taking a minute here to ground in. Taking a nice big inhale here, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, coming back to your chair, arms come back. And arms come forward, hinging to the hips, bending through the knees, sinking back in those hips. Again, gaze shifting straight up to those fingertips. Inhale here. And exhale, release it all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, moving through your vinyasa. Hovering off the mat, nice big swoop up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tucking under the toes, and exhale, fly it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking to the top of the mat, bending through the knees, step, jump, or hop forward, up to those fingertips. And inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Heel toe those feet together. Taking a nice inhale, arms come back. And exhale, arms come forward. Shifting the gaze with the arms up to those fingertips. Inhale here. And exhale, hands through heart center, sinking it a little bit lower. Inhale here. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank and holding here. Holding here, taking 10 wrist rocks, front to back, working through the heels as well. Here we go. And 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it here. Dropping down to the knees, we're going to do 5 chaturanga push-ups. So threading those elbows, keeping them tucked into your low ribs, keeping the core nice and tight. Here we go. For 1, take a nice big inhale, lower. Exhale, press it back up, keeping the toes tucked. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower. And exhale, press it up. One more time here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. Keeping the toes tucked, press it back to your high plank and take those 10 wrist rocks. You got this. For 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down to the knees, 5 chaturanga push-ups, keeping those elbows tucked into your low ribs as you take a nice big inhale, lower, and exhale, push it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it back up. One more time here. I think we're on 5. We might be on 4 or 5. I think we got one more. Inhale, lower. And exhale, press it up. Tuck under the toes. Press it back to your high plank and flow it right back to your downward facing dog. Awesome job, guys. Awesome, awesome. Now you're feeling that upper body fire. Good, good, good. We're going to take a nice lower, either elbow by elbow, one by one, or both elbows together down to your dolphin. Walking those feet in a step or 2. Pressing out through the head and neck, creating space for those shoulders. We're going to take 3 dolphin push-ups. Here we go. And 1, either elbow by elbow, one by one, or both together. And 2, and 3. The option to just stay in dolphin as well. That is a beautiful, powerful option. I'm going to move forward on my mat to create more room for myself. So we're in our dolphin. We're going to walk it all the way back to our forearm plank, holding it here. Swiveling over into our side plank on the right side, sweep the left arm high, holding here. You got it. And swiveling back over to our forearm plank and over to the left side. Take your time with this transition here, holding high. And swivel back over to your forearm plank. Walk those feet back in, pressing out through the head and neck, creating space for your shoulders here in your down dog. This is going to help if you have an inversion practice or you want to develop one down the line. 3 dolphin push-ups. Here we go. And 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it back down to dolphin. Walk it back out to your forearm plank. Hold it here. Staying strong. Continuing to utilize the breath, even in these super strong upper body poses. Walk it back into dolphin. You got it. Hold it here, pressing out through the head and neck. And we're going to take 3 more dolphin push-ups. Here we go. Always feeling free to pop down to a child's pose at any time, guys. This is your practice. If you're with me, here we go. And 3, and 2, and 1. Back to dolphin. Walk it out to your forearm plank. Hold it here for a breath. Swivel it over. Side plank, right side. You got it. I'm with you with the wiggles and wobbles and shakes. Bring it back. Forearm plank. Pull it over. Left side. Forearm plank. Side plank, I should say. Bring it back through center. Forearm plank. Drop the belly all the way down to the mat. You guys did it. Awesome job. We are going to now come to relax and chill a little bit. You guys earned it. So we're going to bring the fingertips to the front 2 corners of the mat. Take a nice big inhale, press up through them. Coming to your variation of your high cobra. Bring the feet wide. Just breathing here. Really feel like you're threading the heart through to the front of your mat. Letting that heart rate start to settle. Letting those shoulders, those triceps, your core just breathe a little bit here. And we're going to take some undulations here. So we're going to take a nice big inhale. And exhale, lower the belly down to the mat, lower the forehead down. Inhale, press up through those fingers. Feel free to come down to the palms here too. And exhale, lower the chest, lower the forehead down to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, lower 2 more times. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, coming up to your high cobra. And exhale, lower. Bringing the elbows in by your sides, right underneath your shoulders here, coming into your baby sphinx. Feet still wide. Just breathing here, feeling the opening in the core and the chest. Remember why you came to this flow, for that upper body strength, for that sun flow, for that energy, that activeness, that power, that fire, that real masculine energy in this practice. How do you feel right now? Check in with yourself. Ask yourself how you feel from before you popped onto your mat to this very moment right here. Feel free to close out the eyes here. Take one last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to the mat. We're going to put one hand on top of the other. We're going to start with putting the right hand on top of the left and releasing the forehead down to the hands. Take a nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the right knee in. So often this is how a lot of people tend to sleep. So bring the right knee in to place down by your side. Feeling the opening in the hip here. And just starting to really chill it out now, relishing in this relaxation. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, as you take a nice gentle press up through the palms, you're going to thread the left arm through, and you're going to open up that right arm all the way up to the ceiling and place it over on the left side of your mat, taking a nice spinal twist to the right. So make sure both shoulders stay nice and flat on your mat, arms extended by your side. If it feels good to take an extra stretch here, bring the left fingertips to the right knee, press it down. The most important thing here, guys, is that you're keeping both shoulders flat on the mat. And even if that means that your spinal twist goes from here to here, that is okay. That is that true test of flexibility and alignment. And you can always progress from here. Feel free to close off the eyes if you haven't already. Coming back to the intention that you set for your practice. Take one last inhale here. And exhale as you bring it back through center. Bring the right knee all the way back down to straighten out. And we're going to switch sides here. So we're going to bring the left hand on top of the right this time. Again, melting the forehead down. And then bringing the left knee in. Again, this is how a lot of people tend to sleep. So feeling the opening in the left side hip. Taking a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. As you take a gentle press up through the palms, you're going to thread the right arm through this time. Opening up. Let's see if I have enough room over here. The left arm all the way up to the ceiling, out to the right side this time. Getting this spinal twist down the left side body, making sure both shoulders are nice and flat on the mat. If you want a deeper extension of the stretch, just taking the right fingertips and placing them gently on the left knee. Feel free, if it feels good too, to either keep the gaze shifted up at the ceiling or shift it over to the right side. Inhale here. And exhale, gently bring it all the way back. So your belly is on the mat, the left hand is on top of the right. Release that left leg out long. Taking one more breath here, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Shifting the palms to come right underneath the shoulders, tuck under the toes. Stay on the knees and fly it all the way back to a wide-legged child's pose. So big toes together, knees wide. Sink those hips all the way back, arms out long, forehead melting down to your mat. And this is where we are going to finish your practice today, guys. So just spreading through the fingers, grounding down through the palms, feeling all parts of your body connected to the mat. From the pads of your fingertips, the pads of your knuckles, maybe your palms, your wrists, your forearms, maybe your elbows are gently touching the mat, your forehead, the tops of your knees, your shins, the tops of your feet touching the mat, your toes. Just gently feeling all parts of your body connected to the mat melt down into your mat. Taking 3 nice deep cleansing breaths together to seal your practice. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Inhaling through the nose. And exhale, nice releasing exhale, let it go. There is nothing left to do here besides relish and receive all of the benefits of your practice today. Just honoring yourself for showing up, honoring yourself for being here on your mat, for flowing, for breathing, for moving, honoring yourself for being present in this day. And either staying here as long as you can, maybe even making your way into a longer or short and sweet shavasana. So whatever time frame you are working with, honor that, relish in that, and honor this relaxation, one of the most important parts of your practice. If you're ready, however, to move on from this flow, gently pressing up through the palms, bring the knees together, and coming to find your comfortable seated position where we began this practice. Feel free to bolster or block underneath your knees if this feels good. Maybe even come to sit up on a block to really lengthen out through the spine, whatever feels best to finish this practice. We're just gonna take a nice inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Bowing the head, honoring yourself in your practice today. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for flowing with me. I really hope you enjoyed that very masculine, energizing upper body, a little bit of lower body as well, flow. I hope it got you up. I hope it got you moving, energized. You felt that fire and that power and that heat, and you are ready to conquer the day ahead. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for flowing with me.